Hey guys, welcome back to Deadlocked, in the video game known as Jump Dash, or by my standards, douchery dash, because sometimes it can be a douche. But last episode it was, well, as much as I sucked early game. Well, it feels weird to say early game because early game is normally a term you'd use in something like Fortnite or Isaac, because you know, a game lasts a certain amount of time. This is more you just keep playing until you beat it, or until you don't want to play it anymore, or just so you can, you know, have a bit of rest time, because you know, these videos are getting longer. They're not getting ridiculously long yet. That's when it becomes like an hour plus. You know, they're getting longer, is what I'm saying. So, you know, that was close. No wonder I record these in single segments. Now, I used to do it too, and maybe I'll go back to that at some point. 1 second. Tapped it so gently, man. So gently, and it still died. First attempt, I thought I might be able to make progress. Because, I remember where I died now, but I know a part after that, the next part, possibly the next part at least, is the bit, like once you get through that bit, is the bit with the UFO, and that bit's easy, and then I should be able to make progress. But apparently, I sucketh at the video game. But oh well, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I can't even remember where I died or how I died anymore. It's literally just gone from my brain hole. It's just pieced out. Don't know why. Never asked it to. Like, I never said, yes, could you live? It just sort of went, okay, have a nice day, sir. Which is awfully polite of it. But at the same time, it's like, I didn't ask you to leave. You could have stayed, bruh. I wanted you, but whatever you want. At the end of the day, whatever you want. Cool, that's close. 1 second. My nose is itchy. God damn it, I clicked. It didn't even do anything that time. And I was out of the portal. The first time I click very gently, it goes too high. The second time I click, it doesn't do anything. Why is it with that section? Okay, I don't know what happened there. My finger, I felt like I wasn't pressing the button when I died. And I was about to say, excuse me, how did I die? And then I heard my mouse click for my finger releasing the button. Like, you know, you press the button down, it makes a click, but when you release it, it makes another sort of clicky noise. It only counts as one click, of course, but you know, it's just the noise I'm talking about. I don't know what I was trying to do there. But yeah, how you click and it does that thing. Basically, I heard that secondary click and I was like, oops. Oh, I did it again. My brain's just trying to hear the individual clicks now. It's like, does it make 2 clicks? But yes, it does. Usually it's hard to actually, like, a click noise, like a tick-tick noise. Like, you press the button, depending on how fast you press it, it's tick-tick, tick-tick. You know? It's not really... Oh, why did that one happen? Come on. Why is my mouse off the screen? I always forget when you click on the tab, it automatically jumps. I never expect it to automatically jump. I expect it to click on the game, then I have to jump. I don't know why, because I know now that it doesn't do that thing. God damn it. But yeah, now my mouse went off the screen. Okay, off the bottom left, even though my mouse was not near the bottom left when I started, and I haven't really moved my hand that much. Like, I moved it tiny bit to the left, but I don't believe I brought my mouse towards me, which would make it go down. I'm a little confused, but oh well, that's okay. That was real bad. God damn it. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Come on. We gotta do this. It did the impossible one. We hold the button, it just doesn't do a thing. Like it feels unnatural when it does that. It just doesn't feel like you do the input. You know what the input should be, because I've played level or the game enough now. It does a thing, it's like, I'm not sure that was meant to happen. Also, we were at 3 minutes at 6 deaths. Now we're at 4 minutes and 12 deaths. What do you mean? How did this happen? Come on, we were doing so well. Okay, that one was unnatural. I'm pretty sure the game screwed me there. because I was pressing the button. Like, a lot of these deaths I haven't commented on because it's just been me being bad. But the ones I comment on, usually me saying how bad I was or how bad the game was. Because, you know, I'm that kind of guy. That one was just awful. That was me. See what I mean? I say when I'm being awful. Like, in Fortnite earlier, I was playing good, but the game was playing dirty. The amount of times I landed somewhere, just landing... Okay, that one, again, unnatural. What is the game doing? Yeah, the amount of times I land somewhere, no matter where I'd land, the circle would be like the opposite side of the map. My bullet spread would be as awful as it normally is, which pretty much as bad as it could be. I land multiple headshots on people with first shot accuracy that don't deal headshot damage for some reason. I've died to a round where I shotgunned a guy in the head. It didn't count as a headshot, and only counted as a body shot, but it was over 50 damage, so it would have killed him otherwise. Which felt good. Okay, what is wrong with that second? Because that one, again, felt natural. But, well, it didn't feel natural. Like, what I was doing felt good, but what the game gave back didn't feel good. Ah, please. I just... Again, I've let go of the button by that point, game. What more do you want from me? It's... Like, it just doesn't feel like it's a me thing. It feels like a game thing. It was going so well a second ago, and now it's going horribly. But it doesn't feel like I'm just playing bad. Again! 3 in a row! Jesus Christ, we have a winner, and it is not me. What is going on? It is just dying constantly, but... Like, you'd have thought I would learn. There we go. Okay, that one was on me. I was just too far over. So I just did my inputs wrong. But the other one's like... Jesus. The game just... got mad. Like, today was probably one of the worst days of Fortnite, once again. Like, one round, like, after, like, a bunch of games of just constant failure, I played around, like, I accidentally played a 50-50 because Andy left it on that, she had to go. Well, not Andy left it on that, I just forgot to switch it over. And... it didn't jump. Again, it did the thing where it just doesn't jump. Even though I was through the portal when I pressed the jump button, it just didn't jump. It didn't even try. Good job, game. Yeah, I, like, didn't necessarily split away from my group of people, but I saw a group of enemies, and my weapons were pretty awful. But I had a deagle, so I just took a couple of shots at a guy, did 60 damage total. Then I started to wander off back to my team, and then about 15 people launch pad on top of me. It was ridiculous. It's like, really? For one person? That many? And the fact, and then I like had 6 clingers, and I boogied them. So I just fired loads of clingers at the floor, and none of them were hit. I didn't even want them to necessarily stick to the enemies as much as that would have been nice. I was just trying to like land them near the floor where they would then get killed or at least knocked down by it. But nothing of the sort happened. None of them hit. Even though they were all just underneath the enemies. It just did nothing. So it felt bad, man. So to speak. So I didn't feel too happy about that. I jumped. I pressed the jump button and I wasn't in the air. I didn't fall off the ledge. I promise. I timed it. I was like, okay, it's gonna be a late one. You gotta press it right time. I pressed it right time. It didn't accept that. You can't make a precision platformer that doesn't do precision like that one. I'm not doing those inputs. Don't even know how I died there. My eyes were closed because I was blinking. But like, come on, don't be a douche. And the amount of rounds I've had today as well, where I've landed somewhere and all I've had is a single pistol. I probably had like 4 or 5 rounds in a row where I would land, look around for a bit, get shotgunned, and because all I had was a pistol. One round I had a pistol, a suppressed submachine gun, and a sniper. So I didn't really have anything for, you know, up close. But I carried on. There was someone, not necessarily close, but not necessarily far. Like, I was in one area of the prison, they were sort of just on the other side of it. Sniped them once because it was a semi-auto. Didn't kill him, of course. Just sort of hit him 1 second. Really? I did a gentle tap, it went ridiculously high, making me think I was gonna die. Didn't die, pulled up, and still died. That part was so consistent in the last episode. Why is that part jank as hell right now? Like, the upside down section, I've gotten used to when I need to just start pressing the button to level out. So why has that part just been so awful? Why can I not get used to that part for leveling out? My only way of explaining that is just to say that it's being janky. Because I know when to press the button, and now I've had 3 different results of... I pressed the button, it went ridiculously high. I tapped the button, it went ridiculously high. I tapped the button, it didn't get any height at all. And I've tapped the button, and it's sort of done a 3/4 one. So it wasn't as bad as the first one, wasn't perfect, wasn't the worst, it was just sort of more than I needed, and it threw me off. That was not what I meant to do at all. That was bad. God damn it, but yeah. I sniped him once, back to the subject, I apologize. Sniped him once, next shot, like I missed the rest, I hit 1 though. They then run over to me with a shotgun. I had 150 health. I climbed to the top of the prison. They were on the floor. I sprayed a bunch of shots at them with my submachine gun, thinking, hey, they're low on health. I saw that it did some shield damage and some normal health, so I can probably kill them with this. And then I just get 1 pumped in the head. But I was above them by so much. And they managed to get a 150 at least headshot, which makes no sense to me. I have hit point blank range headshots before that didn't even count. And they somehow managed to get an angle on me from below, so they couldn't see very much of my head. And getting a 150 damage headshot from like 3 stories away. Fortnite speaking, at least. It felt bad, man. Oh, why? I was going down, I tapped the button again, and it just flipped me straight into there. And flipped me off at the same time. God. Like, apart from Isaac, once again, video games not on my side today. Video games not on my side. Because, like, Fortnite is just against me as always. Like, there's no way Fortnite can be with me. I had the worst bullet spread I've ever had in the existence of Fortnite, I feel. With a burst. Because I was just in spawn, or in the lobby, waiting. Someone was standing completely still. Lined up my burst on them for a body shot. Wasn't aiming for a headshot, for a perfect hit. Didn't go for first shot accuracy. I went for the bit just before it pops into first shot accuracy, and it's like really, like, it's highly accurate. I was probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 floors away. Like, imagine placing a floor and being that far away from them. There was a tiny gap. Don't know why I didn't click there, that was awful. There's a tiny gap where I could have missed to the top right of them. Like, just above their right shoulder. And a tiny bit just to their left. And I missed 2 consecutive bursts on them. These 2 tiny gaps, my 6 shots happened to miss, because the burst fire rifle, as we all know, fires bursts of 3. I should have died there. But somehow, all of these shots missed, and I was just like, excuse me? Like, seriously, a stationary target, I wasn't moving, and it missed 2 consecutive bursts. Then my 3rd shot, 1 hit. So out of 9 shots, I don't know what I was trying to do there. Out of 9 shots total, probably, I don't know, probably covering 90% of that person, 1 shot hit. So 9% of the person, 1 out of 9 hitting. Somebody do the maths on that. I don't know about you, but that's bad. That's like, I assume, a 1 in 10% chance. Not 1 in 10, a 1 in, well, yeah, probably 1 in 10. Like, it was about a 10% chance, since 9 is 10% of 90. So 9% of them, 9 shots, 1 hit, that's 10%. That's maths, isn't it? If that's incorrect, then I don't know what life is anymore. But either way, my mind was and still is blown by how many shots missed. And then I see Ninja and other good players play, and they can hit people from like halfway across tilted with 3 consecutive bursts. I'm like, how? Also, what am I doing there? I keep jumping over that. Like, it's on me. I don't know why I'm doing it. It's weird. But, like, I just see them doing that halfway across tilted, and I'm like, but I can't even hit those shots from close range. Like, that's the worst burst I've ever had. Usually, I would hit 1 shot out of those, which is still really bad. Like, I don't think I've ever fired a burst at someone that wasn't within, like, a tile from me that hit more than 1 shot. That is an honest thing. I had another round where I was at prison, and there was there's a dude that landed near me, and another person landed on the roof but didn't get a weapon. I had only a burst. Well, it was a blue burst. It was actually a really nice gun, because I like that gun. I fired probably about 20 bullets at this person with no weapon on the roof. All my shots had the chance to hit. Sure, some of them weren't perfectly on them, and they were far enough away, so yeah, bullet RNG could screw me. And of course, every single bullet missed. Every bullet. I swear people think I'm a horrible aim in that game, and I kind of am. I'm not a great aim. Aim is not my strong suit. It is my definite most weak point. Well, it is my weakest point, I should say then. Definitely my weakest point. But at the same time, it's like, well, F you, game. Because all my shots were on target, but none of them were, like, perfect, you know? Well, some of them were basically as accurate as I could have possibly been without first shot accuracy, while shooting this person who was at maximum, or at minimum, probably 2 tiles away, probably 1.5, and at maximum like 5 or 6, and every shot missed. And then I went into the building, found the other dude, and just, well, shredded him. He had a rifle, I just burst him in the back. 1 second. I realised my mistake far too late, and I realised that mistake in the practice mode, I believe, was the last time I realised that, and now I've realised it again. I'm like, oh, that's a sting. That's a sting. Could have made easy progress there. God damn it. Oh well. We showed, once again, how easy that section is, but then you get trolled by the speed and then that spike. But fair play game. That was fair. That was just me forgetting. Which is okay. It's like, I prefer it when it's a me problem than a game problem, because then I know it's something I can improve rather than having to just pray to the game to not kill me, which is never fun in any game. But yeah, then I killed that person. The other person just came down from the roof, like down the stairs, grabbed his gun as I was shooting at them the whole time. Every shot once again missed. Sure, at close range I'm not a great shot with a rifle or any gun, to be perfectly honest, but these shots weren't bad. These were some of my... these were not the worst shots I've ever made, let's say. But I only landed 1 shot out of 1 burst. I think 2 shots out of another. They were 1 hit from death, and they just landed every shot on me. And I was like, but why is my bullet spread gotta be so bad? Like, I still say to this day, I am in the bottom 10%, possibly even now bottom 5% of people with bullet spread in this game. My bullet spread is just that bad. This is like I always say, this is why I like snipers, and why I like first shot accuracy is a thing, even though it doesn't work most of the time, for me at least. Well, it hasn't been recently. Like, before it used to work pretty smoothly. I got a fair few, like, pistol kills with, like, a revolver or with a deagle. But now it's just, the shots almost always miss. It just kind of sucks. Like, if it's not going to work, just remove it from the game, Epic. That's all I'm saying. If you don't fix the thing that was working before, then just get rid of it. It's basically giving you a thing. It's like, yeah, this'll hit, and then it doesn't. It's like, but that's false advertising. Anyways, that's why I like the snipers and stuff, and kind of shotguns, even though I hate shotgun fights. Like I said, for that reason where I had no shotgun, and then someone just pumps me in the head from the floor, and I'm quite high up, and they weren't even like directly below me, they were like slightly off, and they just hit me in the face. I don't know why I double clicked that was really bad. But yeah, they hit me in the face and made me sad, because it's like, how did you do that? How do you do that much damage from that much range? I've done that with a shotgun, even with a heavy shotgun, and it'll do 20, even in the head. For a clean hit, it'll just mostly do 20s. It's so bad. It is just horrendous. Like, just before this episode, I watched a music video that he just uploaded of the no reload challenge, because that's why I like him more than most streamers, because like he doesn't stream, like does edited videos, but it's just because like he can talk more. Because if you're streaming for like many hours, it makes it much harder to just continuously talk, which is why I prefer it. Plus he does like a lot of silly things, and like challenges that comments mention. This one was no reload one. Admittedly, once in the video he does reload accidentally, because he had to actually unbind his reload key just so he would never do it out of habit. So that's what I thought when I first watched, like, how is he not gonna do that thing? And I was like, that makes sense, because I know I wouldn't be able to. I know if I like even take like one shot at someone, my brain gets annoyed by the fact that there's a little 29 down there if I use a rifle, and then I have to reload it. But at one point, while using a SCAR, he lets it auto-reload and then fires again. Then the next time it does that, he's like, wait, no, we can't do that, I don't think he noticed it reload the other time. God damn it. I held the button, I don't know why I was doing that. I'm stupid. Yeah, he did that. A million other shots hit, he was shooting down a base, and then the person ran down, so it didn't really make much of a difference, but it may have scared the player, necessarily. It may have scared the player, basically. But either way, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm surprised to see only one comment mentioned it. Only a single comment. Like, I went to comment after that to be like, okay, let's see everyone raging, and there's only one person that mentioned it. No, not really raging, it's like, well, clickbait title. But I assume he just never noticed. Like, I didn't notice until he mentioned it just before doing that, like, how auto-reloading almost screwed him on another thing. And, yeah. It happened. So then I was thinking about it and I noticed it. But I was surprised to see only one person noticed it. And then there's probably people that commented on his comment mentioning it too. Oh, I swear, I pressed the button as I came out of the portal. It kept going down. Like, I didn't notice this until I was basically dead. Like, I held the button thinking it would swoop a tiny bit, then I can work on leveling out. It's always hard to level out straight out of a portal. It didn't do a thing, so my next click just made it so it would swoop, but it was too late and would just die. Because in these sections, it seems to die a lot just via the game not working properly and not accepting me pressing the button. It doesn't make sense, is the problem I'm having with it. Well, I had to press the button 3 times to have that work. But luckily it did. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah. Like, he played that. I think, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, like, at one point he mentioned how his bullet spread has been pretty bad recently. I'm like, you have no idea, mate. You have no idea how bad it can get. Like, consider yourself lucky by some of the shots you continuously land. Like, in his intros, he tends to just have some gameplay running of, like, him killing people. And in some of them, he can just hold down the fire button on a person that's not too far away. It makes sense for most of the shots to hit. Like, it's covering a lot of them. But, like, almost every shot hits, probably 90%. When I do that, it's flipped, and it's like 90% miss. Even if it's a clean, easy shot, where the chances of missing are extremely low, they'll just miss. And it sucks. Something that I would like them to implement is for the shots to always go down the middle of where you're aiming. 1 second. God damn it. Swooped too much, because that time it actually did work rather than the other one. So I was, like, preparing myself, and then it didn't do it, and then, yeah, you saw what happened. But yeah, I wish they'd make it, like, this is a change that'll probably never happen, and they'll be like, oh, it's overpowered, bleh. This is just my opinion because it would help me personally, and you know, it doesn't seem too overpowered to me. Basically, if you stand still, it will, unless you, like, if you're doing faster accuracy, it doesn't matter, but still. If you're strafing to, like, the left, make it so the shots, like, will, like, spray to left, like, more. Make it so there's, like, a percentage chance it'll go that way easier. And same for the right. If you're running or stuff, jumping, crouching, like, while you're doing any of these movements, make it so that they can go in that direction more. But if you're standing or walking in a straight line, the shots will just go in a straight line, especially with the burst. Just make it recoil more, or not recoil more, but make it just so the shots mostly will go in a straight line and then recoil backwards, so they progressively go higher. Because it didn't. I don't even know what happened there. It just felt like it didn't do anything. But I clicked on the thing. That was weird. But yeah, just. I know I'm saying it's changes mostly because it'll help me, but it's just because my bullet spread in the game is just... It's, in my opinion, as much as it sounds kind of stupid, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptably bad. I have said many times how the game is against me, and I'm still a firm believer in that, even though I'm a believer in science, and by science that is just stupid, impossible, and paranoid. But, you know, I believe it, man. I believe there's some third party intervening in my Fortnite experience, making the bullets miss so much. Because the bullet spread I get, as we've said, like, I just like talking about this, just so I can say, yeah, Fortnite's bad, blah. Like, I've said this recently, I don't have to say it in a video. Fortnite is not a good game. Fortnite is a bad game. Don't care what anyone says, you cannot convince me Fortnite is a good game, okay? But, this is to stop you shouting at me, it's an addictive game. You know, this is why the freaking news is always like, Fortnite, children, it's only children play it, and they kill each other, and there's blood, and there's no blood, but they kill each other, and they have fun by killing each other. It's wrong. Yeah, but, you know, it's the parents' responsibility. Just shut up and let the parents deal with their children. One second. It's so fast. Okay, now I know the speed. I'm not used to the speed of that yet. But okay. 73. It's progress. I am happy. I was not expecting it to be as fast as it was. Is my only... Right, well, it is the only reason I died. I was gonna say, it's my only reasoning, but no, it's the only reason I died is because I didn't expect it to be so fast. And now I know for the future, but I'm still gonna die there a lot. Because that's so hard to get there. As is. But oh well. And yeah, like, what was I saying? I was saying, like, yeah, Fortnite is addictive. Doesn't make it a good game, though. It's like Candy Crush. It's a bad game. It's just like, yeah, you get 5 lives, and then we get you hot levels that are intentionally designed to screw you over, and you can pay us money for more lives. Here, also, emails, knob off. 1 second. Go away, Facebook. I don't use Facebook. Stop sending me emails, please. That's all I ask. I do not use your website. Stop trying to make me use your website saying, you have more friends than you think. You do this thing. No, I don't use Facebook. I don't even think I have a Facebook account set up for my freaking email. I think I've only ever made a Facebook account once, and I never used it. Like, I remember in school, like, this wasn't Facebook, this was Twitter. But I remember in, like, middle school for Americans and junior school for us. Basically, the school after the first school you go to, and they're the same thing. Because, you know, you start off in a small children's school, and then you get a big one. Anyways, they made us Twitter accounts in year 4, which I think is 5th grade? Possibly, and it was like, yeah, you can use these to talk to people, and I was like, I don't see the point in this thing, so that's why I just don't have any social medias. The closest thing I have to a social media is a YouTube account. Legitimately is. Like, sure, I can talk to people if they comment, but nothing else. Like, I just didn't see the point. I didn't mean to do that. Like the other things, like texting, I'm like, well, I don't care about that, because it's like, yeah, you can like meet new people. It's like, yeah, but why would I want to meet new people online that I wouldn't even know? So from a young age, I was like from now, I'm like, yeah, you're a smart child. Like, sure, like, they're not that bad, Twitter and Facebook. Twitter I would personally choose, because Facebook's a bit more, oh look, it's a cat video, I'm gonna message my mum about the cat video and stuff. I don't know what it's like, but still, you know, I'd probably rather go to Twitter for stuff. Just from what I've heard about it, it just seems a little bit more, you know, like, Facebook seems a little bit more, oh look, your mum's on it, and Twitter seems a bit more like, yeah, you can have friends. Sure, it's the same for both. I'm not saying it's the only thing, but just what it comes across to me as. Personally, since I don't actually think my mum has a Twitter account and has Facebook, which I know for a fact has a Facebook. I don't think she has Twitter though, like I said. But she doesn't really use either of them, to be honest. Well, I know she doesn't use Facebook very often. Occasionally she'll be on there, but it's very rarely, and it's usually just to like find old friends or something. You know, as the elderly do. She's not elderly. She's old, but I wouldn't class her as elderly. Like, she's not a pensioner, let's say. Pardon me. Jesus. But yeah, you know, they made this one there, and I was like, I'm never gonna use this, and I didn't. Like, very few of my classmates actually did, I remember. I didn't mean to do that. I realised my mistake as soon as I did it, but also, can we quickly talk about how that leveled out from the tiniest tap? The tiniest tippity tap. Apparently I can do that exact thing with tiny tippity tap. In a different part, and it'll just give me no momentum, but that part, all the momentum. It's fine. It's fine. It was my fault for clicking, I know it is. I'm just saying, like, sometimes it saves, or sometimes it does, I think sometimes it doesn't, and it makes me sad. That was dumb. Real dumb. Oh, come on. But yeah, I never used it. Like, I remember the only time we'd use it is in school. Like, I think another reason why I didn't use it is because, you know, we were freaking young. Year 4 is just, it's super small. Super tiny. Like, this is like, how old? Sorry, I'm trying to do math, it's not working out. Come on, brain, you can do this. I think I'd be like 8, 9. So I was like, yeah. I don't have a phone, I don't have a computer. Like, I got my first phone, which was awful, so I never really used it. Sorry, parents. But I got my, oh, for God's sake, please work. Yeah, my first phone was when I was like, well, I was going into high school, which would be year 7, which is like 8th grade. So I'm gonna guess that I was 12, I think. I think I was 12. Maybe 11. Not quite sure. Brain's a little fuzzy. Little fuzzy. Either way though, I remember getting it, and you might not feel so bad for my parents, or me, I don't know. Well, you probably feel bad for me, maybe, if the money goes across correctly, but basically it was a phone we went to one of the sort of big supermarkets here in Britain, and we looked in a catalogue for phones, because it's like, yeah, high school, I want a phone, because, you know, I can call you and stuff, because phones are allowed in high school. And if anything goes wrong, I can call you, and also I'll be cooler, because I'll have a phone. And we went to that, like, I looked in the catalogue, and I remember my friend had a, 1 second. Oh, I clicked it, didn't register again, why? God damn, I hate that section. But yeah, my friend had a, I think Samsung Galaxy S or something. One of those sort of things, and I looked in the catalogue and found one. I was like, oh, can I please have this? And, you know, at the time it was like £150, I believe. and you know, I probably had a bit too high of hopes because I never got it. Instead, I got a phone, which was, I think, £30. Like, I don't know how much that is in America because, you know, the money is changing constantly. Oh my god, I'm back. I'll look at the end of the episode because we're really close to the end. But yeah, I got that and it was real bad. Like the touch screen was not sensitive at all. You had to like push down on the screen real hard. Had a button on the bottom. Games that were designed for the phone would not work for the phone. Games that were literally designed for it. Like you go to the thing and be like, yeah, here's some games you should get. It wasn't like the Android App Store. It was like a weird app store for this phone, which, you know, it didn't work. We got a memory card or whatever they're called. What they call SD card. That's the one. Put some more memory on it. Tried that. Did not help. So that was a bit of a waste. And yeah, I never really used it. I used it a little bit for just occasionally texting, but nothing much else. And now my current phones are either just ridiculously dark and barely usable, and it'll sometimes just bug out for no reason, or buggy sound, doesn't charge properly and doesn't hold the charge for anything. So, you know, we've got that. But yeah, you know, I set my hopes a little bit too high for the Samsung. I just knew my friend had one. I was like, ooh, I want one too. Again, I tap it so gently, and did you see what happened? The last time I tap it, it didn't register at all. That time I tap it, and it just... Oh, I hate that section so much. It's just, it's so janky. Like, sure, it's skill-based to a degree. The degree is, if you press it at the exact right time, you're gonna have a better time. Because I think the problem is, if you tap the button, like, there's 3 times you can tap it. One is just before you go through the portal, which means it'll do nothing, which I think is why it's doing nothing so much. Second time you can do it is you tap the button as you go through the portal. That's what you need to do, just as you're going through the portal, or just as you're on the other side of it. And the other one is if you do it slightly too late, and then you're going down by the time... excuse me, I got bonked down by something? What do you mean? Well, that's the end, but yeah, like I said, I'm going to look this thing up, but yeah, I got bonked down by something there. What was I saying beforehand? I can't remember. Dollars to pounds. Okay. $40.72 for a phone. It was pretty cheap. God, I remember when pounds and dollars were like completely different. It was like £30 equals like $60. It was like 50-50, or at least like pounds is like 50% of the dollar. And now it's just not even slightly like that. It's kind of weird. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you're still enjoying the series. I kind of am when it's not janky, but you know, what can I do? We made progress though, so I'm happy. I'll see you guys next time. See ya!